Hey, this is Stretch. I'm going to go through some plyometric exercises for you. Plyometric is jump training. No weights are necessary. It's jumping and catching yourself. So you're using both antagonists, the front and the back muscles, the ones that work against it to keep it balanced. For example, when you're curling, your triceps working against your bicep, basically. When you're doing a tricep push down, your biceps working against. That's what keeps your arm from being like this. If you've got a weak tricep, people walk like this, overactive biceps. Well, plyo works both front and back muscles. And my favorite exercise, this is good for men or women that just want to gain a little bit of size, shape, don't want to be He-Man. If you could gain a good 1 to 3 inches of muscle by doing this. I'll give you a couple points to go on. Let me show you the exercises and then I'll go through it. The main thing with the jump lunges, you don't want your knees going over your toes. If it does this, you could hurt your knees bad. And if you feel like your knees are bugging you, you're probably doing it wrong. But I'll show you how to do it. You're going to want to do a minimum of 3 sets of 10 reps. No more than 5 sets of 10 reps. And you could do this up to 3 times a week, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday type thing. I would do it at least 2 times a week. But okay, this is a jump lunge. 2, 2, 3, 3, all the way up to 10. And then after a few weeks, if you feel like your knees are hurting, you're probably doing it wrong. So this is a good alternative. They're called ice skaters. Stand here. These ice skaters have really big quads, really big asses. And they do a lot of plyo training. They don't do a lot of squats or deadlifts or anything like that. So, like this. Jump. 2, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. 3. That's an ice skater. That's my second best exercise in my opinion. Doesn't hurt your knees, doesn't put them in a bad position. Jump squats, when you start off, this is probably the best one and the easiest one to use. Just go down, pause for a second. 1, jump as high as you can. The main thing to remember with plyo is 100% effort. This isn't a jump squat. You want to go as high as you can like you're trying to dunk. That's what works. You're going to get some size. It's mainly a power movement. Boxers do clap push-ups. All the gymnasts, they do jump squats. All that stuff, you want to be built like a gymnast, you'll have muscle. You're just not going to be like Mr. Olympia. Not most people want to be like that. Another good exercise, this isn't plyo, but it's a good one if you don't have weights. It's called one-legged deadlifts. You just do this. 1, 2. Becomes easy, you hold a weight or get a vest. 1, go up, and then when you do your 10 there, do your other leg while this one's resting. 1. For one-legged deadlifts, I like to keep my reps around 20. I do that for endurance. I don't do that for power. It's not a power movement. The plyo is a power movement. Another good thing to do, I recommend doing plyo for 3 months. See how you like it. You should be making pretty good gains. If you're not happy, you could do 1 of 2 things. If you feel like you're not big enough, you could either get a weight vest, those 60 to 100 pound weight vests. You put it right on, you put a 10 pound plate in. When that becomes easy, put another 10 pound in until you're doing the whole vest. And then at that point, if you're still not happy, start doing deadlifts. This is what I do on my leg day. Well, I don't have a leg day. I do a full body day. I have a plyo day where the legs, I don't want them too big. So one day, when I get the legs, I do the jump lunges, 3 to 4 sets. And then the other day, I do deadlifts. Sumo deadlifts. I don't like regular deadlifts. Regular deadlifts, your feet are about shoulder width, but it works a lot of back. And I feel like you get a lot of midsection. You get blocky, like a lot of power lifters. If you want to be a power lifter, that's great. But if you don't want a bigger waist, I would stay away from squats and traditional deadlifts. A traditional deadlift is a longer movement and you get a lot of back in it. But if you do sumo deadlifts, you get a closer grip. Instead of here, you hold it about there. I got the knickerbockers on. I'll be splitting. Do that. You're still going to get some back. And it's still better than doing hyperextension or holding a 45-pound plate doing hyperextensions. You're still gonna get back, but you're gonna get legs and you're gonna get ass out of it. Just like that. And you, for muscle size, 6 to 12 reps, 1 minute rest. Anything longer than that, you're working for strength. Anything less than that, if you do a 30-second rest, it's endurance. If you're doing 3 to 5 minutes, you're doing power and strength. So for muscles, you know, if you want some growth down there, you're gonna have to do it 1 minute rest. And for plyo, 10's perfect. You don't want 12, you don't want less than 10, do 10. But that's, you know, if you got 2 pieces of wet bologna, you get the peckerwood ass, do plyo for a while. You're probably never gonna have a National Geographic ass or J-Lo or one of these girls. But with deadlifts, you could get close. I had a couple people, I had them having a couple bubbles back there. Will it be insanely rested and drink on it? No, maybe not. But you know, sumo deadlifts, I would do that once every 5 days if you're one of these flat ass people. Me, I just throw it into the mix once a month, but I do plyo the other 3 weeks. And you know, I wear 34s, but you know, I got my little bubble on me. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I'm 36 now. I lifted since 19 to 28 heavy weights, and I'm done being 285. 240 is a good weight for me, I'm happy now. Clothes fit, high percentage of girls look, not just the hood rats. Like, you know, once I go over 248, they stop looking. But, you know, right now I get a good mix, you know. Why do we do it? We want to look attractive to the opposite sex, right? So, in my opinion, plyo will work great for both people. I'm real tall, so I look skinnier, but I measure decent, you know. These short guys, they look brolic. A lot of times they're not that big. But I would do plyo for 3 months, see what you think. And then after that, if you think you're not big enough, get yourself a weight vest on Amazon, 70, 80 bucks, cheaper than gym membership. Do it in our 3 months, you know, until the weight vest is all maxed out, see what you can do. And then if you're not happy, if you want, just remember, your junk doesn't grow. Your legs will get bigger. This is going to be the same size. There's no machine for that. And if there was, no one would get off of it. Everyone would be on it. So, you know, bear that in mind before you put in, you know, 10 years and doing 1,000-pound squats. And then see you on the other side.